Hello everyone, this is Betsy from Ideas Times 2, and today I have a tutorial, sort of a craft with me today. We have some kits in the shop and I'm going to go ahead and put one of these together. So it's an ephemera folder and it comes in a nice little pack like this. So we give you the actual folder already cut out and all the pockets are cut and everything ready to go. And then we give you lots of pages and it comes bundled up like this with a nice sari silk. And I already have one that's taken apart here. So we give you washi tape, sprayed, ink sprayed cards, book pages, dictionary pages, and then in this bag, not only can you use the bag, but we also have some Tim Holtz ephemera, a couple of tags, tickets, all kinds of little ephemera pieces here, and then some offcuts from paper. Usually, not usually, but just beautiful papers and offcuts. And these particular ones are double-sided, but with each kit, of course, all these things will be slightly different, but in general, we just give you all kinds of stuff to work with. So, also has a little binder clip, and here we go, another little bag. See how tiny this one is? It's so cute. And so in here we'll have, there's a little lace snippet, some postage stamps, bulb pins, and these beautiful rose gold colored paper clips. But like I said, everything's going to be just a tad bit different in each kit. So actually I might as well just keep these out because I'm going to be working with these today, all this stuff. So, and you can use your imagination with these kits. It's so awesome how each one is going to be a little bit different. You could even sew a signature and make a little notepad and all kinds of stuff. But for now, and I don't know if you can see it on this side, we have a pocket that's already attached. So in our kits, this is already folded for you, and it's an angled pocket folded up to give you lots of different slots for all kinds of ephemera. And then this kind of folds up to protect that. And then on this side is a little tuck spot where you can put a clip or something to hold things into here. You could also, if you have scrap paper, you can make your own pocket here and that kind of thing. So all kinds of options for these. So I'm going to get started. I'm going to show you kind of decorate it up a little bit, and we'll see what we come up with on this. I was actually thinking as I was pulling some of this stuff out, you could put this bag, sew it in as a signature almost like this, and make this into a couple pockets where you could also put ephemera. So, and then our idea with the binder clip is to sort of keep it shut because it might get a little, poofy on you. So you can just put this little binder clip on the side and keep it closed. So that was kind of the idea with that. And you could actually attach a charm dangle from that or something. So cool. All right, so let's get started. I think my base, I'm gonna just kind of put these neutral type papers, so the text and the dictionary pages, and I think those are gonna kind of frame or be my background for a lot of these, and then we'll kind of decorate up the pages a little bit as we go. So I'm just gonna go ahead. So my idea is you could either like sort of collage it up and just leave it as a collage, or what I'm doing is doing sort of a bigger type background, and then I'll probably just do a little collaging in the center for this cover here. Like I said, it's so versatile. You could attach your own pocket here and have this as another place to hold ephemera, and on the back as well. But for the cover today, I think I'm just going to go ahead and rip up some paper here. I'll hold this and make this the background. So keep all your little scraps because you'll never know when you're going to need it, especially if you're just starting out your decorating here. So just tearing off these. So before I attach this on, I'll probably do some sewing around the edges or an inking for sure. See what I mean? I'm just gonna use this as a background. Gonna look through my stuff, see what I've got, and you know, decorate it up a little bit. So I'm gonna ink these edges and ink the edges on this paper, figure out what I'm gonna put on the front, and I'll be back in just a second. So I thought I'd come on real quick. I didn't finish the front yet, but I wanted to show you what I'm doing. I decided to use this silk ribbon as a tie. So what I'm gonna do is put my collage on top, and this paper is pretty thick, and so I decided to put this ribbon in between the dictionary page and the cardstock, like that. So I am gonna make a ribbon tie. So I glued it down already, and then I'll sew on here also, and then it'll have a tie on the side. So I just wanted to let you know what I was doing there, and I'll show you in a minute. All right, this is what we have so far. So what I did was I decided to sew around the outside edge. Obviously, you do not have to do that, but I kind of thought that would look cool. First of all, I stitched this I did differently, but I stitched here first on the flap and then sewed all the way around. I did do this separately though. This one's kind of separate from the rest of it, but so you can sew around the edges. That looks pretty cool. You don't have to. I did sew a little bit around my collage too, and then like I said, I glued the sari silk between the background and then this cardstock here, so it will wrap around and then just tie shut on the side. So look a little something like that. So the next thing I think I will do is take this piece that comes with a kit. It's already folded for you, and it's just a multi-slotted pocket. So what I'm going to do is glue around on the back, glue around these three sides, and then the back can also be used as a pocket. So I am going to do that, and then we'll move on to the next step. I think I'm just going to go ahead and start collaging up these backgrounds, these panels. And if I do something maybe a little different, I'll come in, pop in, and tell you about it. So that's just glued on the three sides. And then this will go down. I'm going to try to center that. Keep it a little ways away from the fold so it folds easily. Just like that. I think it'll be fairly easy to just go ahead and collage these up. So I think it was okay to go ahead and glue it down first, but you could definitely decorate up your surfaces before you glued it down if you'd like. So that's kind of what it's going to look like overall, but we're going to get some more collaging going, some more background type papers, and then I think I'm going to go ahead and put a pocket back here out of some of these really nice pieces of cardstock that we have. So I'm going to decorate this up a little bit more, and I will be back with that. I pulled this pocket off real quick before it dried because I think as I'm looking at it again, I think I'm going to go ahead and put some kind of a background here so that it's not just plain, whereas all the rest of the pages are going to be decorated. So sorry about that mistake, but I think that would probably look better for me to go ahead and decorate this up first. So I am going to, all right, so you can see I am decorating it up. I did glue this back down onto my background there. And I'm starting to decorate these little panels. So these won't be shown. I am going to, after I'm done decorating the front faces of these, I'll be running a little bead of glue here and a little bead of glue here to close those up because those are supposed to be pockets. So I just thought I'd show you how it's coming along. This is the pocket decorated up. And I'm working on this right now. I'm going to decorate these and even put a little strip of something down there. The back, which is, if you pull it out flat like this, it's the middle panel, the center panel, that is actually the back. And I am going to be putting, let's see, this gets folded like this. So I'm going to put a belly band or something on each of these back panels. Okay, so I just wanted to come along and show you how this centerpiece is coming. So once again, it's just the 4 faces that need to be decorated. Well, they don't need to be. You can do this however you'd like, but I was just showing you what I'm doing. And I'm going to finish decorating this, and then we'll come up with a plan for these 2 panels here. All right, so I am on the last, kind of what would be considered the back cover. So I'm going to bring you along with me. I got some things ready to put on here. I decided to do just the background and then put a large side pocket. So I'm just going to go ahead and glue those on. I did, you know, ink and sew around the edges already so that you didn't have to watch me do all that. Uh-oh, I think I'm liking this side better. Yeah, I think I'm going to go ahead and ink this real quick because I like this side better. I've done that 2 times now. But sometimes with double-sided paper, it's so hard to decide which one to use because they're both really nice, and it's sometimes very difficult to decide because they're so pretty. All right, so now I'm going to glue this down. Glue that down pretty well here. I'm going to bring it towards this side because this side will have a pocket, so I'm going to sort of scoot it over a little bit. Hold that down for a minute. And then I made a pocket just out of cardstock. Put a couple labels on it. So the glue just on the 3 edges. There we go. And then attach that on like that. Now I'll show you what I did on the inside. And then we'll put, this is an ephemera holder, right? So we're going to put a few pieces of ephemera in here. All right, so it ties, and I'm just going to tie this up and then trim it because this silk is a little bit long. So actually it's not too bad, but I think I can cut off a little bit just for a little tag. So we'll keep that for one of these tags here. Okay, so it ties, wraps around like that. You can have any type of closure that you'd like. You can make a little elastic band. Use the the binder clip. Use some paper clips. All right, so let's just open it up and then I'll fold it back and show you the other side. So this side we have the pocket that was already there in the folder. So I'm just gonna fill this up with a few things. I can find some stuff here. We got a couple library cards, so just gonna tuck those in there. And then this is our multi-pocket. And I'm just gonna tuck some stuff in there too here. And then the back of this is open as well, and I know this is going to be a little bit, try a little bit skinnier. This is going to be a little bit long, but just to show you that you can tuck something back there. And these are, I left them open on the sides just so it's kind of easier to slip things in and out. And it'll keep it nice and snug, especially with this little flap, which you can put a paper clip there if you like to keep that all snug. So I'm trying to find something that's going to fit exactly in here. Well, that's still a little bit long, but you get the idea. So those things can go in there. Oh, there's another little pocket there I forgot about. So I'm going to put in, I'll fold up these tickets. I'm going to put these tickets inside of there. All right, so we got that filled. And then this one, I when I sewed the edges, I caught the edge of that little flap to make it into a side tuck. So we're going to do that. Put a few things in there. I'm going to put this envelope in there too. And those are staying nicely, but you could also put a little clip on there, but they're staying pretty nicely. So then that panel, when I fold this over, this panel, I put a belly band on it, just a piece of cardstock, and I glued it on each side. And I made a little booklet, just nothing fancy at all. And I'm going to tuck the pages underneath and just put that right around the belly band. You could also do your envelope or two. You could put an envelope or two over that flap as well, over that belly band, I mean. And I'm not quite done with this. I think there are a few just finishing touches. I usually like to put, something on each side of this, fastener of some kind. I don't know, so not quite done. I might have a few more finishing touches, but it's pretty good. All right, and then take that off for a second and put some things in the side tuck. So in the kit, there's also a washi tape sampler, so I'm going to put that in here and fill in a few places with some more ephemera. And I have, in the kit, we have these tags too, so let's put a couple of those in here. They're not decorated yet, but I'll get around to doing that. Like I said, I'm not quite done. So we're going to put some little Tim Holtz ephemera in here. And I think that's about as much damage as we're going to do today. Let's put that in with the... All right, so you've got a nice little ephemera folder, and it's very fun to make. The hard part, the measuring and all that, is done for you already, and it's just a matter of gluing on this, what was I calling it before? I don't know, but anyway, it's a multi-level sort of pocket. So even that is already cut for you, and all you need to do is decorate and fill, or just fill. And you don't have to sew if you don't want to, but, and I actually inked all the edges. I don't know if I mentioned that earlier, but I did ink all the edges because I like more of a sort of a vintagey, grungy type feel. So anyway, that's it. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, sort of craft with me, and I hope you make one of these. They're a lot of fun, and I thank you for joining me today. And it is the 2nd of January, so I hope you have a wonderful new year, 2023. We'll catch you in the next video. Thank you, everybody. Goodbye.